Pay attention to what I am about to say, for what I'm about to tell you has the power to change the way you live. You are about to confront a reality that has haunted humanity for centuries, a truth that has been whispered in the ears of philosophers, theologians, and everyday people alike. It's a concept that has been both feared and revered, and one that can profoundly impact the way you approach life. I'm talking, of course, about memento mori, the reminder that you will die. This idea has been a cornerstone of Western philosophical tradition, and one that has been explored by some of the greatest minds in history. The ancient Stoics, for example, were notorious for their obsession with death. Marcus Aurelius, in his Meditations, frequently contemplated the impermanence of life, writing, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think." For Aurelius, the awareness of death was not a morbid fascination, but a liberating force that allowed him to focus on what truly mattered. The Stoics were not alone in their preoccupation with mortality. The Greek pre-Socratic philosopher Heraclitus is famous for saying, "No man ever steps in the same river twice, for it's not the same river and he's not the same man." This flux, this constant change, is what makes life precious and fleeting. Heraclitus' contemporary, Parmenides, took this idea a step further, arguing that change is an illusion, and that true reality is static and unchanging. But it's precisely this confrontation with death that reveals the reality of our own existence. As you ponder your own mortality, you begin to see the world in a different light. The trivial concerns, the petty squabbles, the endless distractions, they all seem to fade away in the face of death's inevitability. The Epicureans, another Hellenistic school, took a more hedonistic approach, arguing that the awareness of death should actually allow us to enjoy life more fully. For Epicurus, the key to happiness was living modestly, surrounded by friends, and free from physical pain and mental distress. But what does this mean for you, in your daily life? Have you ever stopped to think about your own mortality? What would you do differently if you knew you had only a short time left? Pause here for a moment. Think about this. Share your answer below. The Roman statesman Cicero, in his work Tusculan Disputations, grappled with the concept of death, arguing that it was not something to be feared, but rather a natural part of life. For Cicero, the awareness of death was a reminder to live life to the fullest, to pursue virtue and wisdom, and to cultivate friendships and relationships that bring joy and meaning. In the medieval period, Christian thinkers like Augustine and Aquinas grappled with the concept of mortality, seeing it as a reminder of the transience of human life and the importance of spiritual pursuits. For Augustine, the awareness of death was a catalyst for spiritual growth, a reminder to prioritize the eternal over the temporal. As you navigate the complexities of modern life, it's easy to get caught up in the noise, to lose sight of what truly matters. But what if you were to confront your own mortality on a daily basis? What if you were to remind yourself that your time is limited, that every moment is precious? This is not about being morbid or macabre, it's about living with intention, with purpose. This is important, for it's here that the wisdom of memento mori can truly transform your life. In a world that often seems to prioritize productivity over people, technology over touch, it's easy to feel disconnected, to feel like you're just going through the motions. But when you confront your own mortality, you're forced to re-evaluate your priorities. So, I ask you, do you agree that the awareness of death can be a powerful catalyst for living? Or do you think differently? Let me know your thoughts below. The modern era has seen a resurgence of interest in memento mori, with thinkers like Montaigne, Pascal, and Kierkegaard grappling with the concept of mortality. For Montaigne, the awareness of death was a reminder to live in the present, to cherish the beauty of life, and to cultivate a sense of detachment from the things that truly matter. In his work Discourse on the Condition of Man, Montaigne writes, "To philosophize is to learn how to die." This is not a morbid fascination, but a profound recognition of the human condition. For Montaigne, the awareness of death was a liberating force, allowing him to live life on his own terms, to pursue his passions, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace. As you reflect on your own life, I encourage you to consider the role that mortality plays in your daily existence. Are you living with intention, with purpose? Or are you getting caught up in the distractions, the noise, the endless stream of information? This is the part most people miss. The awareness of death is not just a philosophical concept, it's a lived experience. It's a reminder to appreciate the beauty of life, to cherish the people around you, and to pursue your passions with reckless abandon. Write this down: your time is limited. Your life is precious. And every moment counts. Subscribe to continue this journey. New wisdom arrives every week, and you'd like to explore more ideas like this, consider subscribing to our channel, The Quiet Mind. We dive deep into the world of philosophy, exploring the concepts that can help you live a more authentic, more meaningful life. As you ponder the concept of memento mori, I invite you to reflect on your own values, your own priorities. What would you do differently if you knew you had only a short time left? Which of these lessons resonated most with you today? Share this with someone who needs to hear it and comment below. I read every single one. In the end, it's not about death itself, but about life. It's about living with intention, with purpose, and with a deep appreciation for the beauty and fragility of human existence. As you go about your day, I encourage you to carry the awareness of death with you, not as a morbid fascination, but as a reminder to live life to the fullest.